our 2v2 matchup. We have just Team 2 versus Filled Up. And the actual only last game of the season that matters right now, we're waiting on Tenpen to get in here, but we have a couple impatient players. So I'm going to start the game now while waiting on Tenpen. Give me 2 seconds to invite him one more time. He's here. I am live already, just so you know, Tenpen, the Filled Up has been wanting this rushed up, so I'm trying to rush it as fast as I can. Just so we know, just Team 2 won the coin toss. They elected defense and they banned Bravo, and then Dirty Chewbacca chose Bank as the map of play.
Chewbacca chose that.
Yep.
Okay. It's an interesting choice. It's not what I would have done if I were them.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of places for Amaru Rush, which mind-blowing stuff does like to do.
It's not even necessarily my concern. I mean, I have spent a good chunk of today watching the tape back, and it seemed like mind-blowing stuff and Cosmic Gamer were best defensively when they were being aggressive. Spawn peaks, just getting out, and the best way to counter aggression is direct to site attacks, and you can attack through the windows for the second floor site, but that's not the best way to enter the map. Now, of course, if it's clear, that's a different story, but yeah, that's a big if.
Which I don't believe they were caring too much about the map. He didn't seem to, like, he was like Bank, I guess, pretty much, so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame them for not, going, and it's a regular season game. It doesn't mean all too much for either of well, I mean, that's a lie. That's just a bullshit. That doesn't mean too much for one of them. However, Filled Up, this means a lot for. They need to win more than 2 rounds. So they need to win at least 3 in order to avoid losing the 6th seed, potentially losing the 6th seed, and the final top bracket spot to Team 1970. And they need to win in regulation to pass just Team 2 in the standings. So
there's a lot on the line for
Filled Up. This game means a little bit more for Filled Up. Just Team 2 is still going to be a top bracket, lower seed team. Either way, it just depends on who they're versing. And at this point in time, it's not the hugest thing in the world for them. Whether they end up playing Tsunami or Slow Rollers, I think you're going to get a very similar outcome either way there.
If Filled Up wins in regulation, they will be playing the Slow Rollers, and then if just Team 2 can at least take them to overtime, just Team 2 will be playing Slow Rollers, and the other team will be playing Tsunami.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
I'm gonna be seeing Falcon Thorn. Gonna have a spawn peak looking, maybe. They will open some pressure point and trading.
I feel like the mind-blowing stuff in Cosmic Gamer having defense first is not what I would have wanted if I were Filled Up here.
Yeah.
We can go back to their previous matchup way earlier in the season, of course, different terms there. But they did get defense first, and they used that defensive, mind-blowing stuff's a whoppingly good defensive player. His offensive stats do not compare. Only a 0.6 on attack compared to a 1.9 on defense. This Cosmic Gamer looking to take the early advantage here. Chewbacca seems ready for it, though. A little pre-fire shot.
That does back away. Oh, but he's gonna re-swing it. Well, he's gonna maybe open up his possible C4.
Yogurt, mind-blowing stuff, getting a gunfight. Yogurt takes advantage. Now Cosmic left in a very bad spot. He can't peek that open hole he's made for himself, but he's got to watch out for Raccoon Yogurt. No rotate from Janitor Closet into sight, but they do have a buff, so it's not like that matters all too much.
Filled Up playing a lot more aggressive than what they're used to, it seems.
Another Thorn Trap goes off the hand of Raccoon Yogurt. Does
and
damage,
Yogurt
but it does
gets
not matter.
the kill. Yogurt looking like he's gonna want to take this out as soon as possible, and possibly dominate this game.
And we can go back all the way to week 2 for their last matchup. That we are talking about two completely different teams from the start of the season. I mean, obviously, I think Just Team 2 is relatively stayed the same. I'd say Filled Up has improved, especially after last week when they beat Tsunami and started the struggle bus for them. But, I mean, let's just talk about some of the keys to this game, in my opinion. Defensive advantage for Mind-Blowing Stuff is massive here. They need to take advantage and win as many defensive rounds as possible because Mind-Blowing Stuff is not exactly the same player statistically on the offensive end. They need to win at least 4, I'd say. They need to get a big advantage. On top of that, with Just Team 2 being most successful, being aggressive early and often, Filled Up needs to attack directly. Not only that, but if you go back and watch their first matchup of the season, we did note that Filled Up used their drones very early, but they lost them early as well, and that made it very difficult late game for them to make good decisions because they had no drone economy at all. It was just use the drone, it got shot every single time.
5 seconds
So
to go.
they need better drone economy, especially compared to their first visit.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Definitely, I like the Mute and Valk counter their drones and give yourself some extra. And then the Amaru play out of Yogurt, looking to get aggressive, I would think. Zero is kind of a routine pick by Chewbacca.
Zero on this map I really love.
Zero's in below, gonna be probably shooting the cam with, taking out intel early, but will they be able to find the Valk cams is the question.
Yeah, it's the difficult part. I'd anticipate a Valk ban as their last ban.
Oh! Mind-Blowing tries to peek the windows on the balcony and Yogurt gets the kill.
That's what I mean. That early defensive aggressiveness doesn't work out this time. Leaves Cosmic Gamer in a 1-on-2 situation. Not much damage done to Raccoon Yogurt as well. But now all of those cameras belt cameras are going to get utilized. They're going to open up walls. This is going to make things very difficult for Cosmic Gamer. It's going to completely flush him out. C4 goes out to see if that's any good. No, I think it didn't make it through the hole.
He saw him. Constant ping onto Chewbacca. Chewbacca's gonna swing back, it seems. Oh, get some feet.
Oh, through the drone hole.
Oh, he almost got a tag round. He did. And then Chewbacca gets the kill.
This isn't looking pretty already for Just Team 2. They need, like I said, they need to take advantage defensively, and they are not right now. And the reason I say that is because we can look at Dirty Chewbacca last week. If he does what he did last week defensively, how elite he was with the DMR ACOG pairing, this could get ugly very quickly.
This is what I love seeing about Filled Up, though, is because they have a player for each side. Raccoon Yogurt is their attacker. He gets most of his kills on attack, whereas Chewbacca is the opposite. He'll get most of his kills on defense. So just playing life for both of those people will just... I feel like that's going to excel their team.
I will say Cosmic Gamer is effectively the same player as Raccoon Yogurt. 0.8 and 0.7, both of them respectively. But the difference is Dirty Chewbacca and Mind-Blowing Stuff. Dirty Chewbacca has a 1.0 on attack, very solid attacker, but an even better defender. Mind-Blowing Stuff, great, elite defender, one of the best in the league. The issue comes with a 0.6 on attack. And, you know, I brought that setup, and he genuinely was shocked. And to be fair, I think we would all anticipate that someone with a 1.4 KD would not have a 0.6 in any category.
Yeah. Just that great at defense.
Yeah, he's just that elite of a defender.
Which I think adding on to Filled Up being split, I think it's just because Chewbacca is such a good, like, playback player so defense is a lot easier for him to get kills on, and Yogurt's more of an aggressive, like he has to get active earlier, which, if Yogurt's left alone, we haven't seen many clutches from him, but Chewbacca can stay calm through it. I'm not discrediting Yogurt at all. He has done some pretty good clutches in that game against GBB, especially.
Deploying the bait.
Right, and while we're having a slight lull in action as everything's still getting set up, attacking the defenders, you know, choosing their spots wisely, I do want to talk about common opponents. Now, the funny thing is these guys had almost entirely different schedules. I went scouring for similar opponents and only found one team they've both played, which maybe I was missing some, but
I believe they both played night. No, maybe not.
They both played the Wiggles. I couldn't find any other team that they both played, and maybe I'm just blind, but the Wiggles is the common opponent, but two vastly different schedules for these two teams.
They have both played GBB as well. Just Team 2 won 7-4, and then filled up one in overtime, I believe 8-7.
Chewbacca inside already. Raccoon's gonna follow with the Osa shield. This is gonna be a very easy plant, and this is what I mean. They're just not watching this side.
I think Chewbacca's in a good spot.
C4, but he gets down before he can pull it.
Chewbacca put himself in a very unexpected position. They thought he was gonna be out in servers, and he was just sitting in that corner.
Can't follow through with the kill there. These punch holes might be important. Those pings are gonna make things very difficult as well.
This should be an easy kill for Yogurt, though. He should not be able to get on the defuse without going through a breakable wall.
You can't peek this. There's no way. You just gotta wait for the diffuser sound. Gotta swing, and that's not a very good decision.
Yogurt gets the kill.
I mean, tough choice, but I mean, they set that up so well for themselves. 3-0 to start on attack, and
build-up's looking dangerous.
Right now.
I think after that tsunami, when they have a high, and they might be using that to get into the bracket pretty early.
I think this might be the scariest team to have to play as a top seed right now.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at their last two games, and then also them going toe for toe with the Wiggles. Just if they're on their high, they're on a high.
Speaking of them being very dangerous, let's talk about those similar matchups. So they both played the Wiggles, which is a very respectable team, second in the league right now. When Just Team 2 played, they lost 7-3. Mind Blowing Stuff went 5-8. Cosmic Gamer went 4-7. Compared to the filled up game when Wiggles played filled up, Chewbacca went 14-8. Raccoon went 5-10. They lost, however, 8-7.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But I think the most interesting thing about this is that week 2 game that didn't get finished. They filled up, do not win more than 2 rounds. Team 1970 and Slow Rollers will have to finish their postponed game from week 3.
Which we've actually already hit.
In the event that happens, in the event, so that won't have to happen. Looks like it's going to be a dominant win here so far. So this isn't an issue anymore, but we'll go through the hypothetical anyway. In the event that were to happen, the 1970 Slow Rollers would have had to play a full game with their current rosters for an overtime credit. Winner would get 2 points, loser would get 1. That won't matter anymore, however, as they have won 3 rounds already. The first 3 of the game. Very clean start for them. Only 1 death.
If they pushed dirt, they would have had no one on site there. Cade was still up there getting hatches, and Gab was roaming.
I'm reloading.
And this is one of the things that I was talking about as well. They're stretching their defense super
They don't know
thin.
that Cav's under that table, I don't think. They might. They heard it.
Nope.
But it's too late.
And that's diffuser as well.
I'm repelling into main lobby. They know there's a cab now. They know roughly where she is. She will get out of there. But Kate's gonna be coming upstairs. Which Chewbacca will hear. He hears the behind too. I don't know if there's a cam set up, but what a watch. I think he heard the Cavs running.
What headphones does he have? I have to know. Gotta give me a pair of those, because that is insane.
Yeah, I don't think Yogurt was on cams at all. Gonna see that everything's cated off. Gonna try and push Vault, possibly, with his breach charge.
Mind-blowing stuff has to pull this one out. If they
he heard
don't,
the explosion. We're gonna be seeing a peek out of him.
Oh, gets
and
the kill! Wow,
kills Chewbacca.
Very important round win for them. I mean, the best case scenario is 3-3 going on attack, and that's not a very good situation for Mind-blowing stuff and Cosmic Gamer to be in. But it's the only real way I can see them keeping this game close. They have to win these 3.
Yeah, just to tie it up before the switch because of Mind-blowing having that split.
This is not looking pretty still, but we've seen crazier comebacks, I do believe.
And you don't really want to verse Chewbacca on attack, well, on defense, when he's already up 4-2.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is noteworthy, considering that last time these two teams played, Filled Up only won 3 rounds. 2 of them defensively. So this is flipping things on the head rather aggressively. I understand it was a round 2 matchup, but they lost 7-3 on Villa. Mind-blowing stuff had 11 kills, went 11-4. Cosmic went 4-5. Chewbacca only went 6-7. Raccoon went 3-8. It was an ugly game for them as a whole, and this is flipping things on its head completely. Cosmic's in an interesting spot here.
Both defensive players kind of went selfish operators to a point, because Cosmic didn't even grab his armor before he left.
5 seconds to go.
Really all depends on where the attackers push from. We haven't really seen them push through here at all. So, and it doesn't look like they're going to. One might rappel down Skylight, but even then, that's a long-range engagement with Cav's pistol, which isn't the worst in the world, but it's got some funky recoil at times.
Yeah, and I believe he's running shotgun again, so he's not gonna have the SMG to combat that either. Looks like they're gonna be dropping Skylight. Gonna get that drone
See how long this drone lasts. I don't know how much intel they really got out of that. I mean, I guess they can verify that there's one directly on site. They can both drop down. Small damage done, but shouldn't matter. And Cosmic's still in ATMs, so this is a 1-on-2 engagement here.
Mind-blowing gonna get it dual swung. One from the door to his left and one wide. They get the ping on the wide one though. Gets the kill, but the refrag
comes through, and now Cosmic's gotta hustle.
If he scans and then plants, he should be able to get the plant fully off.
Would be a massive clutch for Cosmic.
Another lion scan. That's taking time.
You gotta hustle while he can't scan.
He heard the vault, maybe?
Oh,
the whiff!
No, he whiffs!
He doesn't know where bomb is. I think he found it.
Where are they?
I think he found it and knows he has time.
Time, right?
Yeah, he has time.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, that.
We're okay.
I didn't know if he saw the bomb before he went for Intera.
Yeah. I thought he just given up for a second. I was okay. That scared me more than it should have probably. Great clutch from Cosmic, playing with the heartstrings a little bit. I thought he didn't acquire where the diffuser was. I also don't know why he went for the Intera. I guess a little bit of BM there, but I don't know if showboating down one with one defensive round left to go is exactly what I'd be doing.
I feel like as filled up here, you have to attack straight sight. Like you said, with them being spread thin and them knowing they're gonna be spread thin with the Cav off site, they gotta just isolate mind blowing.
I think they played that just about as well as you could. Just the final gunfight didn't go their way. You could argue that if the second man had swung sooner, he could have avoided his teammate dying. But they've been in a lot of 2v1 situations, and I think we mentioned this. Was it yesterday? The team that manufactures the most 2-on-1s wins. Yeah. Almost every single time.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And right now, that team is just Team 2. Or sorry, Filled Up. Keep in mind, Filled Up does have to win this in regulation, I believe, to take just Team 2's spot, correct?
Correct. And if they do win it in regulation, they will be playing Slow Rollers. And if they do not, they will be playing Tsunami. Which they won pretty
to be honest,
good against last time they were out against them.
I don't know who I'd take that. I mean, it feels like I'm not going to hold the enemy game against Slow Rollers just because enemy's enemy. Yeah. So, like, it feels almost like I'd almost want to lose this.
Yeah. Or at least push it to overtime.
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw him. I don't think he saw the Fenrir.
Oh, this could get bad. This is what I mean. My Mike Stuff's playing very aggressive. And so is Cosmic. Neither of them are anywhere near sight. This is what I mean. If they could just go as a direct push. Anyone who's watching, any team watching this, just against this team, just push direct against sight. And
they're going to be able to hack everything in sight, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've got 2 drones in sight. They have to realize that there's nobody in there. The issue is, where they're both pushing through, they're going to have to go through at least someone, I reckon. I mean, there's a chance they can get through Cav no issue. They're playing very random spots, I feel like.
The wall's soft, they're just going to be able to push through, though.
Oh my god, and neither of them are reacting at all. That
plant's going down. I think Mind Blowing might have heard it.
I can't believe the way this is happening right now.
Spread way too thin, just left a wide open opening for them to get in.
Like you
no reinforcements down there.
On top of each other, but this is an egregious level of separation. Unblock Stuff might be able to get a kill here onto Raccoon.
And he
not looking in the right direction. Cosmic trying to
gets Fenrir pushing in. They know where he is.
Oh, this is ugly. Shotgun out. Not exactly the there we go. Pistol gets one.
It down. He needs to push now.
Where?
I
think he's given up.
He didn't. He was checking that side, I believe, to clear it.
That's just tough.
Nicely played by Filled Up. Yeah. I feel like just Team 2 opened it wide open for him by not reinforcing those walls as well.
And I feel like this is exactly the opposite of what happened last time these two played. Chewbacca and Raccoon were trying to fight the roam. They weren't just, you know, path of least resistance. Right now what we're seeing is them circumnavigating the roam completely, especially that round. They noticed no one was in sight, they attacked directly to sight, got the diffuser down with no resistance.
And I like how they cleared out like their path too before they even like pushing in.
And what we saw previously was them not adjust to the fact of how aggressive Cosmic and Mind Blowing Stuff were playing them. And I should also talk about Dirty Chewbacca and Raccoon are playing very evenly right now, a very solid team as a whole. And Raccoon now Mind Blowing Stuff's 2-5, and he's got a 0.6 KD on attack. That, statistically speaking, this should only get worse for them. But here comes the DMR ACOG from Dirty Chewbacca, which punished
We might see 2 ACOG on defense here.
It's a horrible jackal skin I'm looking at. That is ugly.
I also have that jackal skin.
It's ugly.
It's beautiful. You get to be a fishy.
I don't think I want to be a fish. A fish out of water is what mind-blowing stuffs look like right now. So I guess the skin fits right now, but I don't think that's what we want to be advertising. I mean, just hasn't been a great game for him so far. I mean, it would be, you know, a great turnaround for them to be going into their attacking rounds down 4-2, and to turn it around would be phenomenal. But
unless just Team 2 knew who they were going to be playing and decided they wanted to play Tsunami instead. But I don't see a team doing that, but they might.
I feel like after the first week of getting knocked around Tsunami, you should be like, okay, well, it was a fluke. The second game of getting knocked around,
5 seconds to go.
you've got to
I don't
adjust.
know if
that,
it's
right?
just bad blood being within the team right now, and if they gotta figure that out, or if it's just the team not really being able to figure anything out.
I forget who it was, but Season 1, there was definitely a team that looked really poor heading into the bracket. And I think we were like, oh man, I'm trying to remember who it was and how far they went. I can't.
Cam deployed.
I'm trying to remember if it was your team in Season 1 with Justin.
It might have been. And if it was, we lost the championship game.
So, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad omen to be struggling with the final weeks, but you'd rather not be.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which, like I said, it might just be Justin getting the shivers before the bracket and just feeling like he's got to put more pressure on himself.
Got to purge the skill issue out, you know?
Yeah.
That's an interesting bulletproof camera. I'm currently free camming, but Chewbacca's looking right at it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's just on the floor. It's pretty easy to shoot at.
Chewbacca
I think maybe that's
might
the
get
idea.
pushed here. Cosmic gonna run by him and get killed. Didn't know he was there.
Oh, absolutely decked. Oh man, that's tough. Mind-blowing stuff. 0.6 on attack. I know we've said that like 1,000 times, but
we'll see if he's able
odds
to
of
flex
him
this
getting
up.
2 kills in a round is not high. No cams to work with for Cosmic. Straight 1-on-2.
He thinks he's
Chewbacca
still on
hiding in
stairs,
elevator.
but he is in an
Yeah.
elevator. I did like the cams being played through the floor so they could see into sight. Just got shot out pretty early.
He's announced himself to Chewbacca that ACOG is deadly. Gotta be watching Chewbacca's POV here.
Chewbacca swings and gets the kill.
I want to
Unheard.
isolate Chewbacca's KD with just ACOGs on defense.
Yeah.
Is that possible? I feel like he's got to have like a 20. It's disgusting, whatever it is.
Seeing him with Aruni against Tsunami the last game, or the last time those two teams played, that was crazy.
Yeah, you gotta ban Aruni, I feel like, at least.
And then when Tsunami banned Aruni, like at the halfway mark, he just went Tupro, and I'm pretty sure he did just as good.
You can't justify banning Tubro, but
Yeah.
at least Aruni is like a justifiable, like that's an annoying operator to deal with. I don't think I could justify a Tubro ban.
He's going Cade, which I believe he also will have shotgun with ACOG.
I mean, there's too many operators. You can't ban them all, but Cade and
Cade and Aruni would
you
probably
could
be the
definitely
best two man.
depending on the map, I'd probably do Cade, then Aruni, and then Castle.
Yeah. Which we
that
haven't
would be
really
my
seen
3.
this team play Castle
No, I
that
haven't
much, I
seen
don't believe. Especially this game.
Well, they definitely did against Tsunami. And that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
to very good effect, obviously.
It might just be
played
the
very well.
map, just because there's a lot of doors. They could have isolated
so
the
many
one.
doors, yeah.
Whereas,
But I feel like, honestly, Cosmic, Gamer, and Blowing Stuff could do with themselves a lot of favors if they played one of them played Castle, because they'd be able to castle off the half of the map that they weren't really gonna play, and they'd either stall so much time,
5 seconds to
or
go.
they'd have to make a bunch of noise in order to get into a site.
Yeah.
Like
Attackers'
we've
objective is to locate a bomb
seen
and
Cosmic
defuse
and
it.
Multiple stuff, specifically this site, they leave A wide open. So they castle off pretty much every entry in, and you know, they can afford to do things differently. But you can't when you're gonna leave it just, you know, just walk right in, sir.
Yeah.
Right this way. And you just kind of give them the site for free if they can acknowledge it. I think mind-blowing stuff is currently droning in Cosmic. Typically, I think we'd see this the other way around. Cosmic's usually the guy on cams, but better KD on attack than mind-blowing stuff, so I guess that makes sense.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Can I see?
Just Cosmic in the building.
They're playing very heavy downstairs. I like it because they pretty much barricaded everything important off, so they'll know where they're coming from. I don't believe they see where the Fenrir is. They do now. They hard ping him so he
hard
knows.
ping. Oh, I don't know if I would have done that. Especially when you guys are in a Discord call, a soft ping works wonders there.
C4s and gets like 20 health, and then gets killed while stunned.
That's not a fair trade. But Yogurt should be able to follow through with this.
As long as Cosmic doesn't hear him.
Shooting prematurely. I know certain people have issues with that. No sponsors, so I won't recommend any products. But here comes the swing and the free kill, as I think Cosmic went to pull something out there. Mind-blowing stuff drops into Hatch now.
He knows he has diffuser.
No diffuser in the pocket.
He's gonna put a Fenrir on it too. Gonna be playing safe and raw.
The diffuser's gonna be free, but the Fenrir trap's gonna go off. He steals diffuser and he's gonna run away.
He's gonna hide. I expect a peek.
He's watching the right angle. Here comes the swing and he's gonna get
he gets
the kill.
The kill.
They're not making enough ground right now. I mean, you gotta win this one. You can't let them get the 6. Not yet.
Filled up keeps the every other win. They should win this pretty easily, but if just Team 2 decides they want to start winning, it could be pretty bad for Filled Up if they let this slip through their fingers. Mozzie to cancel the drones, which I like, and the Cade as well.
This is like the opposite, almost the exact opposite of what happened last time these two teams played. It's it's interesting to watch how the same two teams can play at two different points in the season and it be such a vastly different result. And it's not like the NFL where it's like, oh, this guy's injured, oh, this guy, whatever. It's just like genuine improvement from Filled Up has been so high. And honestly, I feel like Filled Up also, if we look at the strength of schedule, which we have no metric for, I'd argue their schedule's a lot more difficult. Considering what were the two teams they had to play twice? I'm pretty sure Enemy was one of them.
For just Team 2 or Filled Up?
For Filled Up, I believe.
Filled Up had to play Tsunami and just Team 2 twice.
Whereas Filled Up.
Whereas just Team 2 had to play Enemy and Filled Up.
Yeah. So I'd argue Filled Up probably didn't get the...
Oh!
Ooh.
I did not see him playing up there. That is my bad.
That's a little aggressive.
Some damage exchange from both of them. I don't... Oh!
Yeah.
That's interesting. The Cade Claw was on the hatch. It wasn't even...
It was very lazy placement there.
He's gonna try and EMP it, but the EMP is on the desk.
Oh, that's cute.
He
that's
missed
cute.
it.
I like that one kind of.
Yeah. I feel like the bullet holes give it away.
Yeah.
Cosmic isn't Vault. It's Yogurt versus 120 health roughly. Bar the different armor.
Cosmic or Mind Blowing Stuff's not got a drone in his pocket. There's a rotate right here.
He heard him drop, but it was a little too late, and Mind Blowing gets the kill.
Mind Blowing Stuff is turning this game around very quickly. Interesting. We have a game on our hands, folks. This game feels farther apart than it is.
Yeah, I feel like Mind Blowing and Cosmic are staying in this as best as they can, probably trying to get a little lead here. Or at least push it to overtime. They might want to keep their placement.
One game away from a tie right now, and Rooney finally gets taken off the board, but I don't think Chewbacca was going to go back to that, considering Cade's been looking just fine for him. I just don't agree with how aggressive he played that round specifically. Castle finally coming out.
I don't know if they just didn't want to, or didn't have anyone to ban. I do like the tuber with a castle, just so it takes them a lot more time if they're using a breach charge or something to open it, and he hears the breach charge placed.
Tuber castle pairing. Last time we commentated together, I think the Tuber didn't end up getting used, like the ability didn't end up getting used like at all. Which, in my opinion, especially when they're opening the door you're right next to, is a bit of a misplay, but you know. It's like a valuable resource
Bomb located by attackers.
in any like single player video game. You might need it later.
Yeah.
You know. And then you just end up never using it.
Which with the
it's
Fuse and Hibana, Tuberu might be a good counter for both of those.
For
10
sure.
seconds to go.
Oh.
As long as he uses his ability and doesn't pocket it.
I'm so glad I'm not streaming. I'm currently doing laps.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Around the like open lobby area. I'm going through both the A site doors and looping around. I'm having a great time. One
like
of them's castled off now though. Yeah, no, I'm like a stock car.
Cosmic is in and gets down by Chewbacca
instantly
with the fuser.
Yeah, that was not great at all. Here comes Mind Blowing Stuff looking for a refrag.
He's gonna be holding the stairs.
Yeah, this is a good angle.
He's not gonna peek. He's gonna play patient here, I believe.
Oh, don't swing the spear, Chewbacca. You've got such a great angle.
C4 pulled, not gonna be able to really get a kill there with the freeze.
Setting C4. C4.
Oh my goodness! How are you still alive?
Gonna start fusing. I believe that's not in sight. That is, it's not.
Just a little bit off there.
He's so low from that C4. That was a great C4. I don't know how he didn't die. Apparently he learned from the last time.
Mind-blowing stuff and dying to C4s from Dirty Chewbacca have been a very common thing.
Their first matchup, he had at least 2.
Yeah, I believe it was 2 rounds in a row. I think it was 3 actually. Totally.
It might have been 3. This
I know
time
Chewbacca
he
got at least 3 C4
avoids
kills that game. Barely.
Gonna start putting a hard breach, which could be too brood. Nope, he's not gonna do it. Oh, he used them all. On what? I know he used one on the floor and one on the window. I didn't think he
used one on the fuse from the useless one that came in through admin office. Gunfight now between Raccoon and Mind Blowing Stuff, and he decides not to pay any mind to it. Maybe looking to get to the diffuser, looks like.
If Mind Blowing can win this round somehow, that will be so much easier on them. Because then they only have to win 2 out of the next 3 matches or rounds. instead of having to win.
All the momentum. Down he goes. Good
Nice
angle.
little peek. Little loose, but sometimes it works.
Could have been tighter. Could have been tighter. I don't know, Jim. I don't know.
I think Build Up should have this in the bag. I believe they're gonna go the same ops.
They should. If they don't, I'd be disappointed. Not because I'm rooting for anyone, but like, gotta pull through when you take a 3-2 lead, or 4-2 lead on attack. They had a 5-2 lead at one point. You've kind of given away some of that lead, but I mean, hey, worst case scenario for them, they are looking at overtime, but that would be exactly what Just Team 2 needs to force in order to keep their position. So
yeah, so they are really looking for these next 2 rounds.
This is a much closer, because the second this game goes to overtime, it doesn't matter who wins.
Yeah.
So it's really just, can we make it to overtime? That's all Just Team 2 has to do. They don't have to win. They just got to make it to overtime.
Subaru might be playing on a site this time.
Wall reinforced.
10 seconds to insertion.
I think that's best for Chewbacca not to overextend himself or his team.
They have a drone on.
How is Chewbacca going to get back into sight?
I think he's gonna play roam, but he's getting droned out already.
Cosmic's on the hunt once again for Dirty Chewbacca. He's going to find him rather quickly. Mind-blowing stuff's got some head holes here he can look through.
Subaru gonna be playing aggressive here.
Checking windows. Ooh, just avoids
Shoots the
that
pipe.
deck.
Makes it to where Hibana cannot rotate over.
Aggressive peek there. Prone now. He's going to throw
Going
one
for
of
the
his
foot.
gadgets. C4 is going to come out as well. Maybe he's holding it.
He's gonna be waiting for mind blowing here.
C4 deployed.
Oh! Oh, he
Just
barely misses him.
Just misses.
Gets the kill
down goes
on the
one.
mine. Didn't know there was
Looking for the
2.
follow-up.
3 swings.
Oh, I think he saw him. He just didn't realize it. This is a good
Cosmic
angle.
still
Don't
thinks
need
he's
to
in.
overextend yourself. Here comes the swing. Game
And Chewbacca
over.
ends the game. They are officially the 5 seed.
Filled Up versus Slow Rollers is your matchup, and if I'm Def Vader, I don't know if I really love that matchup.
With the way Filled Up's been looking these last 3 games, they're going
They're
in
dangerous.
with vengeance. Do we get Yogurt or Chewbacca here? 7-4 or 10-5? Probably 10-5.
10-5, yeah.
That was a plan.
Like to point out, the last time Filled Up and Slow Rollers played, Slow Rollers dominated them 7-3 on Consulate. So maybe not the matchup Filled Up wanted, but they've been a different team since then.
They definitely lit
that
a
was their
fire
wake-up.
under them.
Yeah. It's their wake-up call, potentially.
Congratulations on the win, Chewbacca. How are you feeling moving up that seed to versus the Slow Rollers in the bracket?
Kind of spooked.
Were you feeling better about your other matchup against Tsunami, or are you feeling good with Slow Rollers?
I mean, we'll see how it goes. I can't guarantee. I can't really say how it's going to go, or until the day comes exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. And then, did you know on that C4 you had at the window that you got him down to pretty much 1 health?
I was pretty mad I didn't kill him.
Yeah,
I
I thought it was
pretty
a funny
upset.
thing that this game he lived from 2 of them. The one missed. I don't know exactly where the alignment was for the
I was
explosion.
gonna take. I almost threw my controller. I came off the desk.
You were definitely targeting mind blowing with your C4s though, I saw.
Oh, you damn straight I was. I was gonna hit him with some nostalgia. Give him PTSD.
Alright, Nick, any questions from you?
Yeah, just was there any adjustments you guys took from the last time you guys played this team? Last time out, you guys played was round 2, so very early in the season. You guys lost 7-3 on Villa. Had a very tough game. Neither of you guys went positive. C4 stayed the same, it looked like, but I'm wondering if there was any major adjustments you guys made either during this game or in between the two.
Well, during that game, we mainly played separate. We weren't pushing or holding sight together. This time, I decided not to roam as much and just stay almost right outside of sight instead of on the opposite side of the map. And it was just working out that way, and it has been for the last 2 games.
Yeah, you guys definitely have a hot streak rolling into the bracket. I'm wondering, do you think consecutive wins like this matters all too much going into it, or do you think it's just kind of a byproduct of your guys' adjustments you guys have made over the course of the season?
I can't say it's really just because of the adjustment. We just play the operators that we know that we're good at mainly instead of trying to counter theirs. Uh, just sometimes it just happens that way, like Tobru and Fuse. I was just picking randomly, just sticking with what I normally play, expecting full well to be banned from using DMRs, but they just didn't do it.
And
Fair enough.
And then going into your bracket game, do you think ACOG on defense is going to be the main bans that are going against you?
Well, it's either going to be the ACOGs or it's going to be Castle.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, banning the ACOGs isn't really going to affect me that much, I don't think.
I mean, you can't really ban them all. There's 3 or 4 of them. At least
Cade,
3 that you
Goyo.
use.
Yeah.
And Sentry. Sentry also has that
Sentry.
shotgun.
Yeah, that was it. It just depends on who they want to ban.
If I'm just Team 2, I'm banning the best C4 operators in the game.
Hey,
it's so funny because
no.
you are so effective with C4, but you don't go pulse like at all. I just don't. If anyone's trying to I'm gonna get a C4 kill, it's usually with pulse.
Well, that's the thing. Every time I try to play pulse with C4, they move so fast I don't get a chance to blow up in time.
Oh.
So I'm always just way too late with the trigger. So I prefer a direct ping, or if I know right where they are, then I'll throw my C4.
Regular season is almost over. We only have a few more games left. I'm wondering, what are your picks for GBB versus the Wiggles, and I think that's the last one, correct?
My picks are Gage.
That's crazy.
I want.
I
want both your picks.
Crazy.
Yeah. Who are you guys taking?
If I had to say, I would probably take the Wiggles. It just depends on if the Wiggles decide they want to take the game off or not.
Taking the underdog. That's impressive. Bold move there.
Personally speaking, I don't think that we're going to take it, but we'll see what happens.
With Septicon, I feel like he has to have a strong game to guarantee MVP status from the people. But if he wants to take a game off, I'm very happy staying in the run for MVP if he wants to leave me in it.
Yeah, I'm not going to broadcast what my vote is on any of that sort of stuff. I'm very interested to see what sort of interesting ideas we come up for the All-Star game at the end of the season. Now, that's honestly, I'm not gonna say I'm the most excited for it, but I'm very excited for that game, just to see some of the better players on a 3v3 format, maybe even a 4v4 if we decide to expand it. But I think 3v3 is probably the appropriate amount.
All right.
Anyways, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on moving up a seed as well. Good luck against the slow rollers next time out. I don't know how long that's going to be, considering one of our players is. be going off to Mexico.
There
But
might be a
Oh, they're being
chance
deported?
that
Shame.
we run some of the bracket games before they get back, because some of them don't like none of them will be affected by it.
mhm.
But I don't.
Especially, yeah, no one's moving up or down anything from that game. It's
Yeah.
not gonna say it's irrelevant, but like, I mean, if GBB upsets the Wiggles, we're gonna be talking about it.
Yeah,
But
but it's not gonna matter for
it's
standings.
not gonna
So.
change anything. So, fair enough. Especially with the Wiggles having a bye, we can kind of afford to
Yeah.
What
do that.
seed are we sitting at?
You
Right
guys are
now you're
currently
sitting at
ranked
5.
You guys will be playing
What
the
were
4
we
seed, which
at
is
before
Locals.
we
The
started winning?
6. Technically, before you guys started your win streak, you were a toss-up between 1970 for the 6th seed.
Damn.
But you pushed forward and you got to the 5th seed. Or
All right.
7th seed. You were a toss-up for the 7th. I think I said 6th on accident.
A 6 or 7, you know?
Wow.
One of the
I'll
two.
be happy with 5th. I don't mind.
And then, unless a lower seed wins, I don't think you're going to have any home advantages unless you go down to the last chance bracket. But all in all, it's a good season out of you guys at the end especially. And we'll see everyone in the bracket.
All right.